Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be a little different in that this is actually being done for my CS 122 intermediate programming class. And this is actually like a little extra for them. What I'm going to do in this video is actually I'm going to go in and install Eclipse, which they've already done, and probably the people watching this have already done it. That's why I'm going to put bookmarks in so you can jump to where you need to go in the video. Anyway, install Eclipse, install Javafx, make sure everything works. Down in the description, I'm actually going to have a link to the batch files that I will be creating later, and also the game demo. And the objective, the real objective of this is to be able to create a standalone exe file that is portable. So you could give it to someone else and have it actually run with everything included. So anyway, we want to do the Eclipse install, the Javafx plugin install. You also have to get a lot of the other things that we're going to go over, the Javafx SDK, the mods, making sure you have everything to make this actually work. Now, how I'm going to do this is I have set up a virtual box, so it's an actual clean install. So there's nothing there. So I'm actually going to share my screen, and we'll just get started. So let's do that. Let's see, share. We're going to share that screen. And I need to run my virtual box. Okay. I've set this back to fresh install. It's got 8 gigs of RAM, 4 processors, not much video, 128 megs. It's got an 80 gig hard drive. So it's not like a speed demon here. And my snapshots I have here. So we're just going to run this. It's going to come up, and you're going to see it's an absolute clean install. So the very first thing that we have to do is download and install Eclipse. We could do something before that, but I'm going to save that to the end because I want you, not the end, actually. We're going to make that our second step. First step is just to install Eclipse. As this is coming up. And also see, I'm a ridiculous early bird. That is the actual time, AM. Okay, for this is a virtual box for this demo. And I keep the password really simple. It's 1234. Please don't ever use that. This is a virtual box, doesn't really mean a whole heck of a lot. Because I blow it away. As you can see, this is a clean install. There's like nothing going. I don't even have Google Chrome or anything else loaded. So we're just going to use Microsoft Edge. So the first thing is to go out, and this is really a clean install. Like go away. Okay, now to get that, we're going to go to eclipse.org. And there's a couple things out here I want to make sure you're aware of, because these are where problems occur. Most people, let me allow, you can see it's brand new. I could simply download, but I want to show you something here. If I go to download packages, you have to make sure you know what machine you are running on. If you don't know, this is not going to work well for you. Okay. So what operating system are we running? We're running Windows. Now, we're running a Windows, we're actually running an i5. So we want this processor. If you're doing this and you have an Arch or a Mac, if your Mac, for example, if your Mac is, excuse me, is an Intel processor, you're going to take this one. If it's not, if it's an Arch processor, you will take this one. If you do not take the correct one, things will not work well. Let me say that again. If you do not take the correct version, things will not work well for you. So we're going to download the Windows x84 64 because it's an Intel processor. Okay, so download it. It's coming down. Boom. And once it's downloaded, okay, we're good. We're good. Okay. We don't need to do anything else. We can actually go and run it. So we're actually going to close this guy. And where are we at? Let me change this so I don't have to be moving this. All right. So it's in our downloads folder. We're going to double click on it to install it. And it's coming up. Now, those of you in my 121 or one that had me for 121 when we were installing this, you know this can take a little bit of time. Okay, so IDE for developers. Now, important here. Okay, what's important? There's a couple things important. One is to see where it's putting this. It's putting it in user inside Eclipse. We're going to go ahead and put the other files in there also, just so we don't delete them, so we know where they are. The other thing that's really, really important is knowing which Java you have. Because later on, to get this to work, you have to have the proper SDK that matches and the mods that match. Okay. So you need both the Java mods and the Javafx mods. So you need to know which one you have. We have Java 21. So there you go. So we're just going to tell it, go ahead and install. And we will accept. And it's installing. Yeah, if you don't have the right version, it's not going to work well. So, everything has to gel together for this to actually work well. So you have no problems. Otherwise, you're going to have a ton of problems and you're going to throw your hands up and go, I have no idea what I'm doing. Let's not do this. So as you can see, it is out fetching stuff. That's actually an old Linux thing, or actually Apple. It will eventually finish this. It's going to warn us, and I'm trying to do this in real time so I don't have to cut and paste the video so you can actually see it in real time. You can also jump in the video. Actually may use this same video when we install next semester in 121, so they can follow along. Nah, I'll probably just do it in class live. It's just easier. Okay, so it's got everything there. Now we're ready to launch. Okay, so we're going to launch it. And it's created that. It's done its little thing, blah, blah, blah. Okay, the way I do this in class, guys, is use this by default. That way you know where everything is. So we're going to set it up as I would want you to set it up in class, in 121. And we can close this. And here's Eclipse. We're going to hide this because we don't really, that came up. Make that go away. Okay. This is coming up saying, hey, do you want to keep this scanning or have it excluded? I mean, that's your call. That's your call. Whatever. It's asking, do you want to get this? No, I don't at the moment. And I want this to be big enough so we can actually see stuff. Go away. Go away. Okay. We have Eclipse installed. It's ready to go. You could come in here, file, new, and you could do a Java project. What I want to point out is project, because project is where we're going to go for the Javafx. Okay. But we don't have Javafx here. We don't actually have it at this point. Okay. But that's okay. We want to check something else. Because remember, the bottom line here at the end of this video, I want to be able to create an exe file, a standalone Javafx exe file that would actually run. Okay, so what we're going to do is, to do that, we need a couple things installed. We need, so right now I can minimize this because I'm going to check on something else. Now, we need a program called jlink and jpackage, because we're going to use those to package our project up. So we could simply say, here's the exe file, go run it. Now, to do that, I'm going to come in and go to the command prompt. Here's the command prompt. Okay. I'm simply going to say jlink, and I want to know what version I have. Okay, that is not a good sign. That tells me it can't find jlink. I can't find jlink. I can't run this when we get to like step whatever 8. Okay, we need it. Okay, so that being said, we have to go download it, and there's a couple places you could get it from. Okay, we're going to get it from Oracle, but there's a couple places you can get it from. But if you go Java SDK download, and you can see where you can get it. You can get it, oh, right there, that one came up. That's the one we're going to get. You can get it at a couple places also, but we're going to take it from Oracle. Okay, so Java 25, Java 21. What did we have in Eclipse? Java 21. That's what we want to get. Java 21. Don't grab 25. If you do, let's just say grab 21. It matches. What operating system are you on? We're Windows. Okay. Which do we want? We want the installer. So we're going to download this guy. It's coming down. Boom. Okay, now that we have this guy, now let me close out of this and go to my downloads folder so we can install this. Okay, right here it is. We're going to install it. So double click on it. It's going to come up and do its little thing. Do you want to allow? Yeah, that's why we downloaded it. And it's going to do this. Now, I have to tell you that just doing this, there's a couple things we need to make sure of that are happening here. So it's downloading it. Everything seems fine. Java seems fine. There it is. Now, if you come out here, there's Java. There's that. What is really important is down here. There's jlink. Okay. So now we have it. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Okay. So let's go. Apparently I closed my command prompt. Let's go out and do jlink version. It still can't find it. Okay. That means we don't have the system variable set up. Okay, we don't have the right path. It cannot find it. Okay, we're going to put that in. Edit system variables. We want our environment variables. We want to add to this path. Told you this was a clean install. I don't have anything here. Okay, I want a new one. Okay, where do I want, what path do I want? Okay, this PC, C drive, program files, Java. Right here is where jlink and jpackage reside. So I'm simply going to take that and say, okay, there it is. I'm going to say okay to that. I'm going to say okay. I'm going to say okay. Well, guess what? jlink version. What version is it? 21. That's what we want. Okay, let's take, I can spell jpackage. It's 21. Perfect. We now have version 21 of jlink and jpackage. So we have the same version of all of our Java stuff so far. Okay, now that's done. So we've got the correct versions. We're all good. All right, now we need to go out and get Javafx Plugin. To do that, you go to Help, Eclipse Marketplace. I forgot to do one thing. I forgot to check for updates on Eclipse. Let me cancel this, because you really should check for updates. Now, this was a brand new install, but you know what? I'm guessing it needs some updates anyway. This should have worked anyway, but let's do it right. We're going to say next. Next. Yes, we accept and finish. Down here, and it's important to note, down here is where you're going to see the updates. Okay, because when we do the plugin, another place a lot of people will make an error is they will try to do this and they don't let the software update, or they don't let the software completely install, and then they wonder why it's broken. It's broken because you didn't wait. Watch down here. It's going to tell you when it's done. Okay. All right. So while this is doing this, let me just kind of go over a little bit of what's going to happen next. We're going to go out to the marketplace. We are going to search. Yes, restart. We are going to search for the Javafx, which at the taping time of this video, I believe it's 3.8 is the newest version. And load that. Once we do that, we're going to create our first, quote, Hello World program. Okay, so here is this. Let's go out. This is updated. We're going to go out to Eclipse Marketplace. And when we go out here, we're going to search for FX, simply because I know it's going to find it's Javafx. There it is. For Eclipse, we're going to go ahead and install this. It's doing its thing. And I'm going to point you down here once this goes. And you'll see hopefully you'll see what I'm talking about. Yes, I accept and finish. See, it's installing. It's installing. If you think you're done at this point, go do this and this with it. It won't work. You have to wait till the install is done. Okay. Kind of like if you're baking a cake, right? Or I do this anyway. If you're baking a cake and you don't let it bake all the way, you just get a lot of dough, and it's not a real cake. Of course, I like dough, so I like the cake mix. So anyway, bottom line, guys, wait till this is done. Okay, so we're going to go, yes, and yes, I've trusted. And you know what? It wouldn't matter because I'm on a virtual box, but go ahead and take that. Do its thing. It's still installing the software. You still can't do anything. You have to restart again. Okay. So you wouldn't have been able to do anything. You would have tried, because I've seen people do this. They try to do that, and it doesn't work. And then you got to fix it. Fixing it is harder than doing it right the first time. Okay, we're going to hide this. And it's still doing stuff. Okay. Now we're good to go. If we come up here and go new project, JavaFX is there. Wow. We can create a new JavaFX project. Let's do that. Okay. A name. I'm just going to call it Hello World. This is not a project we're going to really create. This is just to show you that it's working. Key here also is, what Java are you using? Java 21. They have to match. Okay, and we can just finish this at this point, because I want to show you what's going to happen. Okay, so, that's not good. You have red X's. Red X's are never good, right? Now, for JavaFX, everything is in the main. Okay, so let's just open main. And this file structure is important. I'll mention that a little later, but let's open main. And let's see. We have errors. We have errors all over the place. Oh my goodness, this is not going to work. It's broken. And I'll be honest with you, there's no way you're going to get this to work until we fix those errors. So let's go fix the errors. The problem is, here's the problem. Problem is, we do not have the mods for this, okay? And we don't have the SDK for that. Okay, so we need to go out and download those. Okay, so we're back to the internet. Helps if you double click. Okay, now, we can do the search for Javafx mods. Here's where we want to go. We want to go out here. Now, we could have typed that in, but we found it that way. This is where you want to go. Okay, now, it's a cool site. I like it. But what we need to figure out what we want to download. So first, you come down to downloads. What version do we have? I keep harping on it. We're using version 21. If we had done 25, we'd take that, but we didn't. We did 21. So we're going to take JavaFX version 21 long-term support. Operating system. Whatever operating system you're using. I'm on a Windows. Here's the other important thing. We need to know architecture, x64. Okay, now we need two things here. We need two things. We need both the SDK and the JMods. Okay, these are going to have our jar files that we need for Eclipse. Okay, and we can get it to run in Eclipse, no problem. That's all we need, the SDK. If we want to make it an exe file, we need the mod files. So we need both of these. So we're going to download it. And we'll download the other one. Now they're going to come down as zip files. Okay, once we have these, Let me get out of there and let's go to our downloads folder, and you'll see we have both of these. So we're going to extract. Now, you could extract it to where we're going to put it, but I'm just going to extract it right here, and I'm going to copy it because I'm going to show you where we want to put it. So I'm just going to extract it here in downloads. And that was the SDK. Let's get the JMods also. And there we are. So we have both of these downloaded. Now, let's do one thing at a time here. You know what? Let's open a new window. And then I'm going to, let's stick this guy. Helps if I can do it. Let's stick this guy here and this guy here. Okay. Now, here's where we want to put this. Remember, and you can put this stuff anywhere, but you have to change the batch file if you do. So, excuse me. We're going to come out here to the user, and we're going to put it in Eclipse. That way we know where they are. So we're going to put both here. So let's start with the SDK. Here's the SDK. Just to show you what's important in here, we have Javafx stuff, and we need, let's look at the bin file. You need all this stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy this guy and paste it here. Boom. Great. We're going to do the same thing with the JMods. Just to show you, these we're going to need when we go to package this stuff up. Copy and paste. Okay, now we have those. Great. We still have the errors because we haven't told this where everything is. So we're in this project. Here we go. We're going to build path. We're going to add library because we need a library. We're going to do a user library. User library, new one. I'm just going to call it Javafx LIB 21. So I know, hey, this is version 21. You know, because if you do something else later, you might have another library. Do not check system library. Just let it alone like that. Boom. Now we need to add our jar files. Okay, so where are we going? Where did we put them? Eclipse. No files there. Think they might be in a library? Ah, there they are. We're simply going to take all of our jar files, say open, apply, and close. Boom. There we go. Finish. We have created a library. So there's our library. All right. So what we have to do is build our path now. So we have to configure this build path. So we're going to go to the libraries. Oh, that's our library. Well, but we want it in the module path. We're going to do a modular program. So I'm going to remove it from here. Come up here, add library, user library, And I only have one because I only created one. And finish. There it is. Order and export. I want all of these. I want all of them so Java knows what it's doing later. Apply and close. Now, I want you to watch what happens over here on the red X's. Watch what happens. They're gone. They're gone. It now knows where everything is. This dumb little Hello World program, we haven't even done anything, but it will generate a graphical user interface for us. Okay. And we're going to talk about all that in class. So if I run this program now, here's important. It's saying, hey, what's the application? It's main. Say okay. If you select the other one, delete the project and do it again. There it is. There it is. And actually, for my 122 class, this is a screenshot I want you to send me to show that you got Javafx in and running. So this is a screenshot right here showing this with this. All right. So we've got that guy done. He's all done now. The program works. We've got the SDKs in. We've got everything. We've created this. At this point, we're going to create a sample game.